Hi, friends. Happy Saturday. I wanted to continue the conversation that I started yesterday around an influencer versus a leader. I feel like it, again, just generated a ton of conversations, which I'm super grateful for. And something that I recognize through having those conversations is that there's still a confusion around, you know, this desire to want everyone to just share. And yes, do I think that everyone needs to get on this train? I'm going to say it's the anti-racism train. Do I think everyone needs to get on this train? Absolutely. Um but here's some things that I just want us to think about it, or try to like maybe think about it from a different angle. So let's think about if we're saying to everyone, look, you just need to post. Like you just need to take a stand. But they're taking a stand from a place that's not clear, that's not educated. It's not a conscious choice, right? It's almost a choice from pressure, and a choice of fitting in, right? And so I wanted to think about it in relation to this. So let's just use a makeup artist, right? And she's white. And, most of the time she uses her platform for, selling makeup or selling her services or doing tutorials. Like that's her brand, and that's totally cool. And now there are people reaching out to her saying, "Well, we haven't heard from you. Why aren't you taking a stand? What do you believe in? Where are you?" And yes, is that conversation important? 100%. We need to, request each other to stand up and to speak up and all the things. 100%. But something I just want to cautious us to is them posting, to just post is not more important than them figuring out what they actually believe in. And for them to actually start to post and to share from a place that is real and that is authentic and is the truth. Because this is what's going to happen. If, people feel pressured to post, and let's say, they're not in full alignment, or they're not quite sure where they stand, or whatever the situation is, and they post. So now what they've said to all their viewers is, hey, I believe in anti-racism. I believe in Black Lives Matter. So here's my stand. Now, if they don't truly believe it in their core and in who they really are, we're going to see this impact us later. And how is that going to happen? It's going to come out through their actual Instagram, through their marketing materials. It's probably going to get trickled onto their clients. If they have employees, their employees are going to feel it. So we actually haven't created change by pressuring someone or requesting someone to post. And I just want us to say, or to look at, not say, but look at, actually having the question of, where do you stand? What is holding you back from speaking up? What do you truly believe in? Like, those are the questions that are going to spark someone to start to think, well, what do I believe in? And why haven't I chosen to share on this? Or what is holding me back? Like, am I scared of losing followers? Am I scared of what people are going to think? Am I scared of losing certain clients? Like, those are the questions people need to ask, right? And I would prefer to know the authentic truth of a person or a company, rather than just, it being, again, this facade, right? I mean, I think about it even with companies. Like, how many companies put things on their website, and then you either work for them or you show up in their store and none of those things ever come to life? This happens a lot. And I think it's because it's not coming from the core. It's not coming from an authentic place. And what I think is so important during this journey is to recognize that we need to take our time to make sure that the foundation and the people that are getting on the train or getting in alignment with the movement are doing it from a place that's really true to themselves. Because if they don't, what's going to happen is we're going to have this conversation in a year from now, in 10 years from now, in 50 years from now, because there was people that just followed to follow, and they didn't actually question themselves around what they truly believe in. Um, and if you're like me, I'm the type of person when I see a problem, I'm like, I just want to like dive in. I'm like, okay, problem, you know, let's just move. Let's go. No waiting around. And what I've learned is oftentimes I fail because I didn't build any foundation, or I didn't do the research, or I didn't learn the history, right? I just kind of skipped over all the really important things and I just went straight to solve the problem. So, yeah, do I feel like there's this sense of urgency for us to solve this? And do I think that this is the time we're going to make change? 100%. And I just want to say, like, it's okay for this to be, I don't want to say slower, but I feel like there's like a patience and a compassion and love that needs to come out so that we're actually allowing people to really make a conscious choice. Because let's have the conversations now, right? Let's have the hard conversations. Let's do all the things and let's make sure that we are really choosing things that we're in alignment with. Because I think we can all really agree, or we can, on some level, see that we live in a world that, you know, um, I'm just gonna say, like, encourages fakeness, and it supports fakeness. We don't unfortunately live in a world that um, encourages us to show up as our true self, to love ourselves as we are. Um, we're okay with the facade. And I think this movement, more than any movement that we've seen in history or that we're currently working through, really, truly, truly needs to come from an authentic place, a real place, an honest place. If it doesn't come from that, then it is going to hold us back. And we're going to end up, having to go backwards to solve for things that we thought that we had already moved through. Um, so yeah, I think what was just like really coming up for me from like the comments and the conversations I had was, yeah, people are just like, yeah, but people still need to post. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And, you know, social media is not like the only way that we can make change. It's not the only way that we can create um, a voice, right? And it's one platform. And yeah, is it amazing? Yes. But at the end of the day, no matter what it is that we are choosing to take on, when we move from a place of true authenticity, it will be easier. Everything will become easier. It won't be as hard, you know? Um, I really believe that hard often comes from this place of like not really taking the time to figure out what it is we actually believe in, or what we actually want. So then it gets hard, right? But if we constantly come back and be like, okay, what do I believe in? What do I want? What is my truth? Then everything we do starts to become easier and a little bit lighter and less of a fight. Um, yeah, so some thoughts. And I'm still going to be thinking about this and trying to, make it make sense. I don't even know if that makes sense. Figure out how this can move us forward, or thinking about ways that, how do we get to this authentic and real place and support other people to get to that place. Um, yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's sharing, everyone that watched the video, everyone that has been calling me and continuing the conversation. And yes, please know that I'm never here to, again, make anyone wrong, Your journey is your journey. And um, yeah, I am sending you tons of light and love and hugs because I love hugs. And yeah, I will talk to you all soon. And I hope that you have an incredible Saturday. Love you.